Once upon a time, at the edge of a quiet place, there stood a small, peaceful house. Flowers grew near the windows. Tall, green grass danced gently around the yard. Not far from the house, hidden among the grass, was an ant colony. To most people, it looked like a small mound of soil, easy to miss, easy to ignore. But to the ants, it was a whole world. Inside the mound lived many ants. They stood upright as they walked. They worked together in long lines. They spoke softly with clicks and gentle sounds. Their world was peaceful. There were tunnels shaped like roads, rooms for food, places for rest. At the center of the colony lived the queen. She was calm and wise, larger than the others, but gentle. Her voice was steady and comforting. She kept order. She kept peace. She cared deeply for her colony. Under her guidance, everything worked well. The ants gathered food. They shared. They helped one another. Life was good. Near the colony lived a young teenage boy. He lived in the house by the grass. Sometimes, when he felt bored, he noticed the small mound. He did not know it was a home. To him, it was just dirt. One bright day, the boy picked up a container of water. Laughing softly, he poured the water onto the mound. Inside the colony, everything changed. Water rushed into the tunnels. Walls broke apart. Food was washed away. Ants shouted in fear. "The great flood! Run! Protect the queen!" The water was strong, too strong. Many ants were swept away. Storage rooms were destroyed. Homes collapsed. Above ground, the boy laughed and walked away. He did not hear the cries. He did not see the damage. When the water finally stopped, the colony was silent, broken, wet, tired. The ants gathered outside what was left of their home. Some were shaking, some were crying, some felt hopeless. The queen stepped forward. Her voice was calm. "My children," she said, "we are hurt, but we are alive." She looked at them with kindness. "This flood was terrible," she continued, "but all will be well." The ants listened closely. "We must understand this flood," the queen said, "and we must find a solution." Her words gave them strength. Slowly, the ants stood taller. The next days were difficult. The ants began to rebuild. They formed long lines and searched for food. Seeds, crumbs, small leaves. They carried everything back to the colony.
This pile goes first.
They stored it carefully. Hope began to return. But danger was not finished with them. One afternoon, the sky darkened. A loud buzzing filled the air. Green locusts came flying down. They were big. They were strong. They had plagued the ants for decades. The ants shouted in fear. "The locusts are here!" The locusts attacked without mercy. They grabbed food. They destroyed storage rooms. They laughed as the ants ran. The ants were too small, too weak. When the locusts left, nothing remained. Again, the colony was devastated. That night, the queen gathered the ants. She stood tall and spoke softly. "I have seen a vision," she said. The ants became silent. "The great flood," the queen continued, "comes from a young teenage boy who lives near our colony." The ants gasped. "He does not understand what he has done," the queen said, "but he must learn." She paused. "We will prepare a concoction," she said slowly, "one that will shrink the boy to our size." The ants listened closely. "He will live as we live," she said. "He will learn our ways, and perhaps he will change." The ants worked together through the night. They mixed plants, sap, rare leaves. The concoction glowed softly. When it was ready, they waited. Late that night, they quietly entered the boy's house. He was sleeping peacefully. Gently, they poured the concoction into his ear. Then they left. The boy woke up screaming. Everything was huge. Grass looked like trees. Pebbles looked like rocks. Ants stood around him. He was small, very small. "Please," he cried, "don't hurt me." The ants carried him gently into the colony. They placed him on a small mat. The queen came forward. "You are not here to be harmed," she said kindly. The boy listened, shaking. "You caused the great flood," she said, "but you did not know. You will learn our ways." Though sad and afraid, the boy agreed. Days passed. The boy learned to eat ant food. He helped build tunnels. He slept as they slept. Slowly, he began to love their simple life. He saw their kindness, their teamwork, their care for one another. He felt ashamed of what he had done.
It's not bad.
You do this every day? Every day. Next time, I help.
Locust shadows.
One day, the sky darkened again. The locusts returned. This time, the boy stood with the ants. He helped them plan. He helped them fight. Together, they drove the locusts away.
It's getting away!
Ant army, advance! We march to victory! Hold the line! The enemy is near! Onward! Together we are unstoppable!
Fire down! Victory!
For the first time in decades, the ants won. The colony celebrated. The queen smiled. "You have learned," she said. She gave the boy another concoction. "This will return you home." The boy thanked them with tears in his eyes. When he grew back to normal size, he returned to the colony. This time, he did not bring water. He brought sweets. Carefully, he scattered them around the mound. Inside, the ants cheered with joy. Above them,
Let's celebrate! This is the best day ever!
the boy smiled. He had learned that even the smallest things in life must be well respected, and peace returned to both worlds.